Hi, I'm Roberta. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy stir fry, mushrooms, garlic chives and a few coriander stems. We love Chinese food because it's all about the prep. Once everything's prepped up, we can leave it until we're ready to serve, then just toss it together. You can do this with any mushrooms you like. I'm using these beautiful king mushrooms, sometimes called king oyster or abalone mushrooms. And we're just going to slice them quite thinly because they're not going to spend much time in the wok, and I want them in bite-sized pieces. So depending on the size, I'm just going to cut them up into 2, 3, 4 pieces each one. They don't really need any trimming, these guys. They've already been trimmed. Some of the bigger ones you might want to trim off the very base, and it's really just up to you. Basically you want them all roughly the same size, so they're going to cook evenly. But if there's a little bit of variation in the cooking, that's fine too, because it gives a bit of texture. We also have these enoki mushrooms. I think enoki means nail from what I've heard before, and you can see how beautiful they are. They don't need much prep at all. They do need a trim. We'll just take the base off those, and they're just going to break apart in the wok. Now, apart from the mushrooms, we have some garlic chives, a flavour I love, but if you aren't a fan of garlic chives, you could just use green onions. And all they need, they come often grouped together like that. We just get rid of that base because it's a bit thick, and we just cut them not too thinly. I don't want to chop these. I'm just going to cut them again more or less into bite-sized pieces, probably about 5 centimetres. We'll get rid of the very end bits. If there's any that are wilted, we'll get rid of them. Otherwise, we're good to go. Actually, I'm not even getting rid of the end bits of this one, but if you do have any that are brown, obviously, there you go. That one's looking a bit sad. We'll get rid of him. So that's going into a bowl because they're going to be tossed in after the mushrooms. When we're stir frying, it's a good idea to put together everything that goes into the wok together. So at the same time that those garlic chives go in, our coriander stems are going in. Now this is a great no waste thing. Often the coriander stems end up in the bin when we've picked the leaves. Do give them a good wash because they can be a bit gritty. Cut them into smaller bits because they are a strong flavour, and if you don't like coriander, just leave them out. The only other thing is the classic trilogy: ginger, garlic, green onion and a splash of Shaojin. Let's take this to the wok and get tossing. As always, we want our wok nice and hot. In with our oil, in with our mushrooms. Good sizzle. Toss them around to coat in the oil. Those enoki are going to wilt very quickly. That's okay. We're going to get good different textures here. In with our ginger, garlic and green onions. That's where a lot of our flavour and aroma is going to come from. Oh, that smells fabulous already. Now I can see those mushrooms are already getting tender. So in with our greens, in with a splash of Shaojin, good pinch of salt, grind of pepper. I like white pepper with Chinese food, but it's up to you. And we're just going to toss that around for another 30 or 60 seconds until those greens are wilted. And here we are. It's still sizzling, mushrooms are tender, greens are just wilted. Onto the plate. You know I can't resist getting in there with my fingers. That ginger, that garlic, yum, yum, yum. Just testing, quality control.